This is Charlie Kao with Travel More Media in Durban, South Africa, with Mr. Vincent Mugaba, who's with the Uganda Tourism. You're going to have to help me and my audience.
Yes.
I don't know much about tourism to Uganda, the experiences, the different places, and what one can do. What would you suggest? How do we start? Tell me.
Well, Uganda is one of those places that everyone must visit. It's like a hidden gem. That's what CNN said at the beginning of this year, that Uganda is a hidden gem, unknown. We have a lot that you can see in Uganda. Some of our major attractions are the gorillas, the mountain gorillas. Uganda has over 50% of the world's mountain gorillas in Bwindi, which is a World Heritage Site. Then we have the River Nile, the source of the River Nile, the world's longest river, where you can do a lot. On the river you can do bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, jet skiing, all on River Nile. And you can do this 365 days a year. You can take balloon trips around the hot air balloons around the country. We do have 10 national parks, very nice national parks, full of wildlife. There are no crowds. There are places you go to, like Kidepo National Park, and it is all so quiet, just you and the wildlife. It's an experience that you will never forget. There's a lot we offer also in terms of culture. We have a very diverse culture with over 45 different tribes. Literally, when you move almost every 100 kilometers, it's a new culture. New foods, new kind of people, new languages. The dress code is different, the way they behave is different. But one thing that holds us all together in Uganda is the warmth. And we also have 11% of all the world's bird species. 11. Uganda is
in the world?
In the whole world. Uganda is almost the size of the UK, Britain, or Oregon in the US. But we have, in that small piece of Africa, we have 11% of the world's species and over 50% of Africa's bird species.
In terms of the music, dance, and such, how much of that has been preserved from ancient times?
Ugandans are very passionate about their heritage. Some of our cultures, in some of our cultures we have kingdoms, which have been around for the last 700 years, all documented through our oral history, but also later on when the Europeans came, documented on paper. We have like the Buganda Kingdom, it has been around a long time. We have the Bunyoro Kingdom, we have the one that was in Akole, Toro. These are kingdoms that have had cultures for a long time. We have some of the oldest people, some of the first people in Central Africa, the Batwa, whom you find they stay together with the gorillas in the Gorilla Highlands. And most of these cultures haven't been adulterated. We are a very cultural people. We value our culture a lot. And our dances, our songs, our proverbs, our languages have not yet been adulterated by anyone outside. We still have the strong cultural ties. We are so tied to our roots and so tied to our lands and so tied to our families. So that has helped us a lot in maintaining a very rich culture that you will not find, probably not find it anywhere else in Africa. And that's something many people have talked about.
Excluding the high-end luxury travel arrangements that is of course available, what would be along the middle range cost that one can expect to experience Uganda for 10 days or so?
A lot depends on what you want to see.
Wildlife, culture?
Yeah, if you want to
heritage?
See wildlife, if you want to see the gorillas, because in the whole world, there are just about 800 or so gorillas. And of these 50% are in Uganda. UNESCO has declared the Bwindi a World Heritage Site. So it means that we control numbers. So if you go to see gorillas, you're going to pay $600 to come. So that will increase your cost.
Just to go see it?
Yeah, just to go. Not everyone is allowed to.
I see.
Because this is a heritage for the whole world.
That's in addition to the transport,
when you add
accommodation?
transport and other things, you can begin anywhere from about $3,000, depending. Because we do have budget. You can do camping and live in camping areas, campsites. You can go to the low-end hotels. You can do guest houses. So anything from $3,000, you should be able to have good accommodation.
Okay. And that's on the low end or on the medium end?
That is in the medium end. Medium end would be about $3,000.
Okay, and that does not include the gorilla for 600 additional?
No, it won't include the gorilla, but it can allow you to see other things.
I understand.
If you can't see the gorilla, you can be able to see, say, the batwa. Batwa are some of the oldest people. They used to live with the gorillas. Now they do perform some of their activities outside the Gorilla National Park. And when you see gorillas, some of the benefits go to support those communities which used to live in the forest.
Wonderful. Vincent Mugaba, Uganda Tourist Board, thank you so much.
Welcome. The other thing I didn't tell you about in Uganda, we can also do mountain climbing. We do have Mount Rwenzori, Mountains of the Moon. Actually, Harry Potter declared it as one of the next place for their, I think, their book. They're talking about the Mountains of the Moon.
Huh.
And we do have glaciers and snow. It is right on the equator, but we have snow all through the year on these mountains.
Great. And the website is www.visituganda.com.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.